This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
We'll get you all ready for Memorial Day traveling next. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for watching us in HD on Service Electric Cablevision Channel 513 and in SD on Channel 13. And subscribe to the SSPTV YouTube channel so you never miss a story or any of your other favorite local shows like I Care Today. And now here's your Friday headlines from SSPTV and the Hazleton Standard Speaker. The Memorial Day weekend is underway and many people will be traveling. According to a new AAA report, 41.5 million Americans are expected to travel this weekend, the largest number in 12 years. Lisa Sugart has some important tips from PennDOT that you should consider before you hit the highways.
The Memorial Day holiday is quickly approaching on Monday, as a matter of fact. And as we do in past years, we always have our good friends from PennDOT come in with some important safety information. Pleased to welcome back to our studios James May, who is the Regional Press Director for PennDOT. James, this is always a busy time of the year for PennDOT and for everybody because so many people are taking to the highways.
And you know, with Memorial Day, a lot of people don't know. They know me as the PennDOT guy, but I was an Army chaplain for 7 years and actually served at Arlington National Cemetery. So Memorial Day is a very, very important holiday for all of us as we remember those soldiers who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation and for freedom. For PennDOT, it's also the time of year where we are officially launching into our construction season. They always say there's 2 seasons in Pennsylvania, winter and construction, and Memorial Day is that official time that there's more construction going to be on the roads, but there's also more traveling. Between Memorial Day and Labor Day, that's when you have a whole lot more traveling take place on the road. College kids are home from school, elementary kids are out of school, so you have more pedestrians on the road. So a very, very busy time of year with a lot of construction taking place. So it's really important that we stay focused, keep our eyes on the road, our hands on the wheel, and our mind on the task at hand. That should be driving.
Now, I know when people are traveling, there's an app from PennDOT, and you can get alerts, and you can get the information so that when you are traveling, you know where these areas are.
511pa.com, or you can get the app, or you can just email us. You can email me directly, jamay@pa.gov, if you want to plan what's going on. The app is real good for letting you know what's taking place right then. What we send out of our office is the weekly report, and that's real good for planning what construction is taking place. We find that nobody likes construction, but if you at least know what to expect, it's much better.
Sure, you can leave earlier so you know you're going to be delayed a little bit.
That's right.
But when we are out traveling, it's also dangerous if we drive too long without taking a break. So there are wonderful coffee breaks for the holiday as well.
There's a number of things that we can do to stay safe. One is over Memorial Day, as we do with a lot of the major holidays, we do have the coffee breaks. This is a great way to get out of the car, stretch a little bit, grab a little cup of coffee, wake yourself up. But you can also support a local nonprofit. These are local Little League teams, church groups, fire companies, that they'll go out to one of our rest areas or the Welcome Center. They set up a little booth there. They'll have brownies and cookies and homemade goods a lot of times and coffee. The sign on the interstate says free coffee, and it really is free. But there's always a little can there that you can make a donation to help out their organization. So it's a great way to wake up, but also to help out a local organization. So when you see those signs that say free coffee, it really is. There's coffee there, so stop and help out a local organization.
Great advice. They are great. I've taken advantage of them in the past, so that is wonderful. And you are helping out a lot of local organizations near and dear right to your own heart. Some are from your own hometown. So great advice. Best advice, though, when we're traveling, no matter where we're going, leave early and know where you're going, have a plan, and be aware of what's happening with the construction.
Be very safe. And with the construction, it's really important that you move over. A lot of people don't know it is the law. When you see a police car, fire truck, PennDOT vehicle, utility along the side of the road, make sure that you move over and give them enough room. It's the law that if you're able to move into a lane that's not adjacent to that vehicle, that you do so or slow down, and you can be cited for that now with the new law that's on the book. So it's a common courtesy, but now it's also the law.
All right, great advice as always from James May from PennDOT. Again, you can go to 511pa.com or download their free app.
Thanks, Lisa. And no matter when or where you plan to travel, it's best to make sure your car is in good shape. Tonight, John Eric Poli has some more helpful auto advice.
It's time for some more auto advice from Loser & Tire. So I'm going to turn it over to Mark Ondishin, the owner of Loser & Tire. Mark, let's talk oil changes. After you get an oil change, how long can you wait until you're going to have to need another one?
Well, most cars are using full synthetic motor oil, so it varies on the car and what we do. Most cars' average life of an oil change is about 4,000 miles nowadays, and usually we give people about a year. 4,000 miles is a long time. It just depends on the driver, but 4,000 miles at least once a year is generally good. Like I said, some cars take synthetic. You can go longer. I don't advise it because the oils are so light. But make sure you check your oil all the time too.
Mark, what is the difference between just a normal oil change and a synthetic oil change?
Okay, that's what we were talking about. Synthetic, usually, some of the manufacturers are giving 7,000 mile intervals. Some are giving up to 10,000 mile intervals between oil changes, which is okay and it's fine, but still you need to check the oil. Even though they say it's going to last and all that good stuff, check your oil. I've seen a lot of people do this. I've seen a lot of newer cars come in with, engines that have expired because of lack of oil. But like I said, synthetic's great. It's great for fuel economy, and we save a little more on oil. It's more money, but again, you got to make sure that you check that oil. Even if it's synthetic, you got to check.
Okay, and now most cars, and this I love about my car, it always gives me like the little alert on it, like, hey, you need an oil change. So when that light pops on, how long can you wait before you bring it in? Like as soon as that light comes on, should you be in a hurry to get it in, or could you drive for a little bit?
You could usually drive. It's probably a yellow light again. In most cases, yellow means caution, but when it's on, it's time to get in, or at least check it. It only takes a few minutes to check. If you can't check, you could always come here. We could check it for you. It doesn't cost anything to check anything.
Okay, and then are you able to change the oil out by yourself, or should you advise bringing it to a professional? It's like the air conditioning.
No, we have a lot of customers that change their own oil yet, and it's fine. You could check it. Just make sure you're using the right grade, and whether it's full synthetic, semi-synthetic, or regular oil, make sure you use the right grade and the right weight. Weights are everything nowadays. There's 5, 6 different kind of oil weights, and we're constantly watching that stuff. But yeah, you could do your own oil. There's always YouTube. Anybody can go on YouTube. That's a big help. So a lot of customers do that. So yeah, you could do it yourself.
All right, Mark, and I'm just curious in something too. So this time of the year, we like to go on long vacations or road trips. So we're going to be driving. So obviously we're keeping track, where your oil is at to make sure you're not going to need an oil change for your long road trip. But is there something else maybe for the summertime making these road trips you should be looking for, that you should kind of have a heads up on?
Yeah, check your belts, your hoses, coolant again, make sure it's full. And that's pretty much air in the tires is another big thing. If the little tire light's on, check the air in your tires. It all makes a difference. So yeah, check all your systems, make sure they're good. Again, if you're not sure, stop in. Most garages will check it, or we'll do it for you. It's not hard to do. It's easy.
All right. Thanks again, Mark, for all your helpful hints there. Mark isn't going anywhere. He'll be back for some more auto advice segments right here on SSP TV News.
Thanks a lot, John. And if you can't get to Hawaii this summer, take a mental trip there tonight with the girls on SSP TV. Enjoy your trip as Janine and Deb talk with Hazleton native Jill Murado, who now lives in Hawaii. Hear her interesting story about her big move and how she's overcome a number of medical issues that required 16 surgeries, plus find out how she coped with cancer. I watched the first segment and it's an inspiring story. The new show airs tonight at 9 p.m. on SSP TV, and watch at your convenience on SSP TV's YouTube channel and with the Samsung Productions app. The carnival is underway. Powers and Thomas Entertainment and the Laurel Mall present the Spring Fling Outside Carnival, and this is the 5th of 10 nights where you can enter to win a family 4-pack of wristbands for the carnival, a $100 value. Call us now, 570-459-9813, extension 108. We need your full name, town, and phone number. We'll draw one lucky name at random from the entries, and you could only win once every 30 days on SSP TV. The Spring Fling Carnival opens this Thursday. It's running right now, and it will run through June 3rd at the Laurel Mall. For all of our SSP TV programming, remember to pick up the TV Weekly insert found in each Sunday's edition of the Standard Speaker, and don't forget to clip the money-saving coupons as well. Up next, we'll check the Memorial Day weather forecast, and then it's off to the Hazleton Animal Shelter where we'll meet 2 more cute pets up for adoption. This is SSP TV News, your place for 24 hours of your hometown news and information.
This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazleton Standard Speaker.
Back here at Mohegan Sun Pocono, and don't forget about all the activities going on here this summer. It is a hot spot. Remember, they have valet parking and lots of room for entertainment. I'm here with Alan Stout, and he is the host for the last 25 years of Music on the Menu, and right now it is aired on The River. Remember, they are heard now in our neck of the woods, in the Hazleton area. And Alan, we wanted to share some of the memories that you have with working with some of these artists, because you've been writing for newspaper for many, many years. You must have started when you were about 9.
Yeah.
And you know, you've covered and reviewed literally hundreds of different concerts for newspapers. So share with our audience maybe one or two that really stick out in your mind.
Paul McCartney, 2002,
Oh, wow.
Philadelphia.
There you go.
He put together an amazing set. He played almost 3 hours. He played stuff from the Beatles. He played stuff from Wings. He played a George Harrison song on a ukulele and George had just died about a year earlier.
Okay.
And he basically said, George gave me this ukulele, and he played something. And so they see him singing songs. There's a song that he wrote for John Lennon called Here Today. It's about their strained friendship, but how they always really loved each other. And he played that song. It was just an epic concert. And you know, he's out there with the bass guitar that he played on the Ed Sullivan Show. And you're just like, this is the guy. I mean, after Elvis Presley, who hasn't been with us for 40 years now, I think Paul McCartney is the biggest rock star in the world.
That's crazy.
And to see him come out and play all of those songs and have so much fun doing it. Going to see U2 is like going to rock and roll church. I mean, there's no one quite like what they do live. It's almost spiritual sometimes. Their songs are so meaningful and they resonate so deeply with their audience. Bruce Springsteen, you know, I saw him 10 times.
Wow, you've been to a lot of concerts.
Yeah. What'd you say?
Yeah, deaf in both ears at this point.
Yeah, no, my ears are fine actually. But Bruce Springsteen, U2, Paul McCartney, I saw the Rolling Stones. You know, there might not be surprising answers, but you know, there's a reason.
Legends.
There's a reason that some bands play the football stadiums. You know, let's just say that.
Well, I go to see a Billy Joel concert every year, and
Yes.
let me tell you, that guy, I don't know how he does it, because I'm sure it takes a lot of energy out of you. The one concert I saw was right before, I believe, he had his last child, and he was joking about it, or he actually, they just had the baby. It was right after it. I believe it was in Philly, and he was on stage performing, and it was funny because he used to joke, you know, some people like when I play my old music, or I get, either way, if I play my new music or my old music, someone complains. So he's like, I don't care anymore. I play what I, you know, but he said it in a joking
his
way.
personality,
Like, I
too.
don't care anymore.
Yeah.
You know, so there was a fly going around the stage, and he would take a
the fly swatter. Yeah, he keeps it on top of the piano.
He'd stop in the middle of a song, and
I've seen him do that.
So
yeah.
conversational.
I've seen him do that.
So you see some amazing, interesting
He's
things
wonderful.
at
I saw him 3 times in Philly, and coincidentally, a couple of them were Saturdays.
Yeah.
And so when he plays Piano Man and he says it's a pretty good crowd for a Saturday, and 60,000 people cheer, that's always pretty cool.
It's amazing. We're sharing memories with Alan Stout. He's been on the radio for 25 years with Music on the Menu. Join us each and every week on SSPTV News.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
This weather shot is almost as cool as our Tim Novotny, who shot it with his drone. It's also very cool working with someone with their pilot's license. Let's just take a few moments and look at this view of Drums. I really don't want to cover it up with the weather forecast from the National Weather Service, but I guess we have to. So tonight, mostly clear skies. We'll have a low of 62 degrees, southwest wind 5 to 8 miles per hour. Saturday, we have a 40% chance of showers, possibly a thunderstorm. A partly sunny day, though, with a high of 83 degrees. Some thunderstorms could be strong, so hazardous weather warning is in effect. From the National Weather Service, Saturday night, 70% chance of showers, possible thunderstorm, low of 64. Sunday, 70% chance of showers and thunderstorms, mostly cloudy, high of 75. 60% chance of storms at night. We will have a low of 59 degrees. On Memorial Day, there's a 40% chance of showers, a possible thunderstorm, mostly cloudy, high of 74, mostly cloudy at night with a low of 62. Tuesday is partly sunny with a high of 77, and at night partly cloudy, lows in the upper 50s.
Tonight's weather is brought to you by Valley High Food Drive-In, the area's oldest ice cream and fast food restaurant. Stop by for our ice cream and yogurt, now featuring fat-free, no sugar-added soft frozen yogurt with flavors like vanilla, strawberry, and strawberries and cream. We also have burgers, hot dogs, fries, and much more.
For daily hours, call 570-455-5362.
That's Valley High, Route 93 in West Hazleton, and like us on Facebook.
Hello again. Here I have with me Emma. Emma is an approximately 2 to 3 year old Chihuahua Whippet mix who, like all of our dogs, is current on her vaccines, including rabies and distemper. Emma has been spayed, microchipped, and is scheduled to be tested for heartworm and Lyme disease. We're not sure what she's like with other dogs, so as always, if you have a dog of your own and are considering adopting her, it's best we do a meet and greet to make sure they're not going to fight. Emma here is a little bit shy and reserved, but also very, very affectionate. Once she warms up to you, she doesn't leave your side. That's it for today's dog. Let's have a look at our cats. And here I have with me Bongo. Bongo is an approximately 6 to 8 month old neutered male. Like all of our cats, he's also current on his vaccines, including his rabies and feline distemper shots. Bongo here has also been tested for feline leukemia and FIV and has come up negative for both diseases. He seems to do very well here at the colony in the company of other cats, so we think he'd get along well in a home with others. Because of his age, Bongo is very active and playful, and we recommend somebody who's had cats before. As you can see also, Bongo is very affectionate and loves to be held and to be around people. That's it for this week's pets. If anybody at home is interested in adopting Emma, Bongo here, or any of the other animals we have up for adoption, please come on down to the Hazleton Animal Shelter here at 101 North Poplar Street.
Time now for sports on SSPTV News.
We have more local teams that will be playing for district championships, so let's get right to the SSPTV Standard Speaker scoreboard. Hazleton area, the softball team scored 15 runs in their opening playoff game of the district's 2/4 6A sub-regional tournament. The win over Delaware Valley means they will play Williamsport for the sub-regional championship and a trip to states on Wednesday. Taylor Kashak told Dave Seaman of the Standard Speaker, quote, "We know we have a target on our backs. That's why we take every game as if it's our last one and we don't take any team lightly," unquote. You can read all of Dave's article in today's Standard Speaker. North Schuylkill was also dominant in their District 11 AAA semifinal baseball win. Reggie Crawford pitched a no-hitter against Palmerton. He had 9 strikeouts and also hit a home run. Pine Grove and Tamaqua played a good one with the Cardinals winning 1-0 in the other semifinal. So North Schuylkill and Pine Grove will play for the district championship at 10:30 tomorrow morning at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. North Schuylkill and Pine Grove will also meet in the District 11 AAA softball championship on Tuesday at Blue Mountain High School after both teams got wins in the semifinals on Thursday. Tamaqua lost to Bangor in the 4A District 11 softball playoffs in the semis. The Monoy area girls lost to Forest City in the Single A quarterfinals. The Rail Riders beat Pawtucket and they are back at home this weekend in Moosic against Syracuse. The PIAA Track and Field State Championship started today. The Standard Speaker has a full preview in today's edition and online at standardspeaker.com. I need a Sports Week recap, so let's go to Ron Marchetti, who has his short shot segment.
Happy birthday to my wife, Chrissy, on this great day to be alive. It's the final Friday in May. Hi, everybody, and welcome to Short Shots. Let's review. Justify won the second jewel of the Triple Crown by winning the Preakness horse race at Pimlico Racetrack in Baltimore, Maryland. He will try to win that coveted Triple Crown at the 1.5 mile long Belmont next week. That's the longest of the 3. Locally and earlier in the week, the Lady Preppers of MMI ended their softball season at 2-17 after losing to Myers. But MMI's hardball team at 5-13 will replace 7-11 Weatherly in the playoffs because the Rectors have a school conflict, their senior trip. So Weatherly qualified but turned down their 5th seed bid. On Monday, the Marion Colts clobbered Shenandoah Norval 16-1 in hometown while winning the District 11 2-way quarterfinal, and MMI defeated Lincoln Leadership Academy 8-2 in the District 2 and 11 single A sub-regional. The Preppers advance to the sub-regional semifinal in the District 2 title game that will be played next Tuesday at PNC Field in Moosic. Also on Monday, the Cougars Volleyball Club lost to Wyoming Valley West at Holy Redeemer High in Wilkes-Barre. Hazel area ends their season at 9-7 after dropping the District 2 3A semifinal. On Wednesday, Hazelton area's baseball team beat Delaware Valley 8-3, or actually 6-3 at Milford to win the district sub-regional semifinal. The Cougars advanced to the sub-regional finals at PNC Field on Memorial Day evening. They're 11-9, and Marion shut out Williams Valley 6-0 behind Hunter Fristick's 6-hit whitewash. The 13-9 Colts advanced to tonight's championship game at Coca-Cola Park in Allentown. But the Marion Philly Softball Club lost to Pine Grove. The 20-1 Lady Cougars of Hazelton area started their playoff run yesterday by defeating Del Val at home. What else? Former Penn State quarterback Christian Hackenberg and backup quarterback for the Jets has signed with the Oakland Raiders. And how about this? 17 local athletes and 6 relay teams from 7 area schools are competing today and tomorrow at the 2018 PIAA Track and Field Championships at Shippensburg University. Good luck to each and every one of them, and of course, the Hazelton Area Cougars boys and girls hardball and softball teams. Till Monday, be a good sport. Stay loose.
Good evening, everyone. Here's today's Talk of the Town. Happy birthday to Dimitri Rhett Fort of Hazelton. He is celebrating his 17th birthday today. Love Dad, Mom, and Adriana. The Pocono Greyhound Adoption will be having their Great Hound Hustle 5K Run, Walk, and Dog Walk on June 2nd at Tuscarora State Park. Registration is at 8:30 a.m. and the 5K will begin at 10 a.m. And that's today's Talk of the Town.
SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of the following. Mary Dinko of Whitehaven. A funeral service is Saturday at 9:30 a.m. at the McHugh Wilczek Funeral Home in Freeland. Office of Christian Burial will take place at 10 a.m. at St. Mary's Byzantine Catholic Church in Freeland. Friends and family may call tonight from 6 until 8 p.m. at the funeral home. Donald E. Pick of Sugarloaf Township. Friends and family can call from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. Tuesday at the Roop Funeral Home in Mifflinburg. The funeral service is at 2 p.m. at the funeral home. Alfred T. Kozlek of Sugarloaf Township. A Mass of Christian Burial is Tuesday at 11 a.m. at St. John Bosco Church in Sugarloaf. Friends and family can call from 10 a.m. until the time of the service at the church. William Detweiler Ziegler Jr. of Mountaintop. The funeral service was earlier today. George Moss of Barnesville. A memorial service is Tuesday from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. at the Lamar Christ Funeral Home in Hometown. And Patricia Pat Colombo of Hazelton. Arrangements will be announced by the Butler Chapel of the Crawford Hughes Funeral Home in Drums.
Attention pay-per-view subscribers. If you see your name now on SSPTV News, you can call in and win a free movie from Service Electric Cablevision. Today's winner is Jane Ann Scran of Sugarloaf Township. Call now and leave a message at 570-455-7267 extension 104 for your free movie.
First ever Cougars Dunk Depression charity basketball game, 7 p.m. at the Hazelton Area High School tonight. If you can't make it, we'll be there and we'll have a story. Have a good weekend. Take it easy, everyone.
Watch us online anytime at ssptv.com and follow us on Facebook and Twitter.